My name is Pat Ryder. I belong to the Rock River Aero Modeler Society. We fly out of Turtle International Airport. You may not know where Turtle International Airport is. It's just this side of Chopier's Town Hall, the Turtle Town Hall. And we've been out there for quite a few years now, and we made some pretty good improvements in the place, and I think we got a real nice place to go fly. It's very pleasant. Sometimes we get chased by a few birds, but outside of that, we keep an eye out for the big airplanes. That's one of the things we have to do, is make sure we don't bother the full scale ones, because we don't want to cause no trouble whatsoever. We're out there to have fun, and we're going to have it. If we have to make it ourselves,
right,
we'll have it. So this is an E-flite Cessna 150. It's distributed by Horizon Hobbies, and you can pick them up at Hobbytown in Rockford. That's where this one came from. And it also comes with a set of floats, which makes it nice for flying off of water. We have a good time doing that too. You start flying off of water, you don't even want to fly around. All you want to do is take off and land, take off and land. It's just that neat to do the float flying.
Yeah.
And this is,
we're going to start with the landing gear.
yeah, this is my buddy over here, Stan Anderson. And
I'm the worker.
yeah. I'm his protege or something like that.
So we're going to start with the landing gear, and then we'll go to the flying,
Yeah.
landing gear, motor, and then all the flying stuff, all the wings. Since it's upside down, I'm sure everything will be backwards.
Oh, of course. Yeah, these kits are pretty well designed, and this Cessna is the best almost ready to fly kit that I have seen in my life. It got started in 1953, so I have seen some changes in the hobby. And the boys that designed this thing, they sure,
Hold that up.
yeah, they sure had their head on straight when they done it. And if you notice the hole in the bottom of the fuselage there, that's to allow little air circulation to keep the electronics cool down to where they're happy, because if they ain't happy, they got a lot of smoke built into them, and if you let that smoke out, they quit working. Ask a man who owns one. And it don't take long either. My buddy Stan here, he just got going about 2 years now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Met him out at the flying field. He come out to see what was going on. He got bit by the bug.
Definitely bit by the bug.
Yeah. Yeah, some of these things, it takes a little checking and double checking. And the pieces are kind of small, and they have a tendency to jump a little bit once in a while and run away and hide.
getting kind of tricky now.
Yeah. Well, the steering rod from the nose wheel has to be connected to the servo arm on the rudder for ground handling.
Got a little more to do.
Yes, this model also has landing lights built into the cowl. They're not really that functional, but they sure look neat.
Next step. Uh-oh, glue the tail on. That's your job. Slide the rudder CA hinges into the hinge slots of the vertical tail. Make sure to place the tail light and wire on the left side of the rudder. It's on the left side.
Yeah.
Rest the aircraft on its nose, holding the tail up so the fin CA will flow into the slots. Control horn goes under the rudder and the bolt goes up from the bottom.
Well, this is the finished product of the E-flite Cessna 150. You can see from the video it has navigation lights on it, and also the landing lights in the front. They're not really a fantastic feature, but they sure do look nice. And this was from E-flite, and it came with the floats and the free shipping and no Illinois taxes, which was nice. There would have been about $50 worth of sales tax on it. And this one is, I'm flying it with a high-tech Aurora 9 transmitter. Has aileron control, elevator, and rudder, and nose wheel steering, and also flaps. So it's got the full house control. It'll do just about anything the real one will do, and most likely a few things you wouldn't want to try with a real one. The inside, and here is where all the fun goes on. This is the battery, and over in here, this blue thing, that's the speed control for the motor, and this is the radio switch that turned the radio on and off. This comes open here, and you got two nuts that hold the wings together, and there's a carbon fiber rod that runs all the way from one wing to the other. And the wings plug in for the servo motors, for the ailerons, and the flaps and the lights, all right here. It's an automatic plug-in when you put the wings on. And of course the nose wheel is steerable. And the wings come off. You got two pins. You got an R pin here that keeps the other pin here from popping out. And then when you take the wings off, the struts fold flat against the wings so that you're not going to be breaking anything off. And it does have aerobatic capabilities. In fact, Stan has even done a little knife edge with it. And in a knife edge flight, the airplane gets absolutely no lift off of the wing. Antennas are just fake. They're for realism. And you've got the scale. Gas fillers. This is your rudder or your aileron control here. And this is your elevator, up, down. And this is your rudder. And you can use the rudder together with the elevator for a coordinated turn, or they can be electronically mixed so that you only need to use one. And on the side of the transmitter, this is for the flaps. The flaps are down and they're up. The flaps will slow the plane down, make it a little nicer for coming in for landing. And also, if you're running out of runway, it can slow you down to where you'll have enough room. And we'll just come up just a little bit on the throttle here. See? But that thing, if you really hammer it, that airplane will go straight up. A little electric motor in there. And they have been known to do damage. You got to keep your fingers out of the way. So that's about all we can do right now, I think. Haven't got the floats together yet, but that's going to take up a lot more room too. And I'm sure Hobbytown would be glad to sell me one, and they are nice people to deal with too. In fact, they bend over backwards to try and make you happy. Rockford on, what is it, Alpine? On Alpine Road. Just a little south of Walmart. Walmart's kind of down in the gully, and Hobbytown's right up on top of the hill. I think there's a fire station there. Here. But anyhow, sure am chomping at the bit now to get this thing in the air. So there she is, the Cessna 150 Carbon Z Cessna.